Hi, I'm Zach, and in this podcast, we will be talking about the movies Inception, Dark Knight, and Dunkirk. Specifically, the main characters. Inception is about a skilled thief named Dom Cobb who is hired to implant an idea in a businessman's mind by infiltrating his dreams, leading to a journey through multiple dream levels and confrontations with Cobb's own subconscious. Dark Knight is about Batman, Lieutenant James Gordon, and District Attorney Harvey Dent as they form an alliance to get rid of organized crime in Gotham City, but are challenged by the Joker, who tries to hinder their efforts and create chaos. Dunkirk is about the evacuation of Allied soldiers from the beaches of Dunkirk, France during World War II in 1940. On the beach at Dunkirk, a young British soldier named Tommy and others desperately try to get on any ship evacuating back to England to escape the German attack. In the air, Royal Air Force pilots like Farrier fight against German planes to protect the soldiers on the beach. At sea, civilian boats like one captained by Mr. Dawson cross the English Channel to help rescue the stranded soldiers from the Dunkirk beaches. In Inception, the main characters are Dom Cobb, Arthur, and Eames. Dom Cobb is a skilled thief hired to plant ideas in people's minds through dream technology, but he is troubled by personal issues. Ariadne is the smart architect who builds the dream worlds and guides Cobb through the layers of his subconscious mind, keeping him grounded in reality. Arthur is Dom Cobb's trusted assistant who does research and creates totems to tell dreams from reality. Eames is skilled at pretending to be others in the dream state. In The Dark Knight, the main characters are Batman, the Joker, James Gordon, and Harvey Dent. Batman is Gotham City's vigilante protector who operates outside the law. He is a billionaire trying to rid his city of crime and corruption. The Joker is a criminal and Batman's nemesis in the film. He has no rules, only trying to create chaos in Gotham City. James Gordon is one of the few honest cops in the corrupt Gotham police force. He forms an alliance with Batman against organized crime in the city. Harvey Dent is in an alliance with Batman and James Gordon to fight crime, but becomes the villainous Two-Face after being scarred and psychologically broken by the Joker. The main characters in Dunkirk are Tommy, Gibson, Alex, George, Mr. Dawson, Peter, Farrier, and Collins. Tommy is a young British soldier and the sole survivor of a German ambush. He is one of the main protagonists trying to survive and get evacuated from the beaches of Dunkirk. Gibson is a French soldier who pretends to be British to get evacuated. He becomes friends with Tommy and tries to escape with him. Alex is another young British soldier, initially on a ship headed back to England. He joins Tommy and Gibson on the beach after his ship is bombed. Mr. Dawson is a civilian sailor who takes his boat across the English Channel to Dunkirk. He tries to evacuate British soldiers to honor his other son killed in action. George is a teenage boy who joins Mr. Dawson's civilian boat crew going to aid the evacuation. He ends up suffering a fatal injury during the journey. Peter is Mr. Dawson's son, part of the civilian boat crew. He helps evacuate soldiers and cares for the injured George. Farrier is one of the RAF Spitfire pilots providing air support during the evacuation. He runs out of fuel but continues fighting German planes before being captured. Collins is another RAF pilot whose plane is hit, forcing him to ditch in the sea before being rescued. Both Inception and The Dark Knight feature troubled heroes, Cobb battling personal guilt due to being responsible for a death, and Batman struggling with his role due to threats from the Joker. Inception deals with the battle between reality and perception, the burden of memory, and the power of the subconscious. The Dark Knight deals with the duality of good and evil, the cost of heroism, and corruption. Inception has a focus on special effects and visuals to show dream sequences, while The Dark Knight has a focus on being realistic and action sequences. Both Inception and Dunkirk play with ideas of what is real and what is not real. In Inception, the story jumps between different dream worlds and timelines. It's about planting an idea in someone's mind through their dreams. In Dunkirk, the story shifts between events happening over 1 week, 1 day, and 1 hour during a famous World War II event. While Inception has an imaginative plot about dreams, Dunkirk shows the harsh realities of war. Inception uses a lot of explanations to help you understand the dream world rules. Dunkirk just drops you into the intense action without much explanation. Both The Dark Knight and Dunkirk use special filming tricks to make certain scenes feel more intense and real. The cameras get up close to the action and there are loud, realistic sound effects. In The Dark Knight, the story is about Batman fighting against the Joker, who is a criminal in Gotham City. In Dunkirk, the story shows soldiers trying to survive and escape from the beaches during an important event in World War II. The Dark Knight has big dramatic scenes with the Joker causing chaos in Gotham. Dunkirk has dramatic war scenes of soldiers being bombed and fighting for their lives on the beaches. Batman must stop the Joker's evil plans, and the soldier characters must find a way off the Dunkirk beaches. In Inception, something that I liked about it was the concept of the dream sharing technology and planting ideas in someone's subconscious. And this was pretty engaging because it allowed me to keep guessing what was going to happen next. And I think Leonardo DiCaprio, his performance as the protagonist added to it quite well. And there were very visually stunning scenes, such as the gravity-defying hallway scene. And I definitely like how they used the themes of guilt and the nature of reality in this film, as well as I talked about before. And in The Dark Knight, I really liked the Joker's performance. He added to the film quite well just because of the chaos he was causing. And just because of this moral ambiguity and the battle between order and chaos. And a scene that I can point out here as well in The Dark Knight is the truck flip scene. And that was a very cool scene as well. It was very ambitious. I feel like Christian Bale, his intense portrayal of Batman in the film, it definitely highlighted the rivalry against the Joker. I feel like it definitely reinforced that quite well. And now Dunkirk, like the immersive experience and in the evacuation, it's completely unforgettable. It's amazing, just how they put you into the action, as I mentioned before, and the way that it created tension with the chaos of war. They also used some quite stunning visuals, and it just really felt like a first-hand experience in some way. Like the angles they used as well. Yeah, that was very impressive in the film. Hope you guys enjoyed this podcast about Inception and The Dark Knight. If you'd like to see more from me, I have a short film series with films called The Teleportation Trap and The Escape Codes, where I get into some crazy situations and go on some cool adventures. Thank you guys for listening to this podcast, and I'll see you guys later.